On to the strikers. Let's round this thing up. This might not be a super long episode.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was going to be.
Nope.
All right, striker list. I have started with Kasper Schmeichel at 5. Starting striker, 27 goals, 27 games, 8 goals, 6 assists for the Supporter Shield winners. Robert Barrich at 4, 23 games, 12 goals, 1 assist for a guy on an awful team. That's not a bad number to put up. Rui Diaz, obviously, 24 goals, 24 games, 14 goals, 4 assists. The only reason he's this low is that I don't know how he'll perform without Mr. Morris next to him.
Yeah.
Zardes at 2, starting striker for the team that won MLS Cup, 15 goals, 5 assists, 26 games. And, of course, Mr. Martinez up top. If he comes back 100%, hell, if he comes back 70%, he is the best pure striker in the league, no question. And if anybody doesn't put him at 1, you're kicked off the pod. Go ahead, Adam.
I put Brian White at 1.
Okay, fair. You're allowed. You're allow it.
No, I put Alan Polito at 5. I put Gustavo Bo at 4.
Did we not just have this conversation 30 seconds ago?
Yeah, we did. I put Zardes at 3.
Okay.
And Chivilco at 2. Dude, Chivilco's like really good.
No,
like,
he isn't.
He is.
He really is.
He kind of like is though.
All right, who'd you put? You put Rui Diaz, who had 14 goals.
So I had Rui Diaz on here originally, but for the same reason that I don't know what he's going to look like without JMO next to him. I took him off for this season. If this was last season, then yeah, he'd have been probably one of the first names on here.
Poor.
And then obviously J Mart up top.
Okay, we have a lot to talk about, sir. Connor,
you thought this was going to be a quick episode.
I thought we were about to get out of this real quick.
I put Polito at 5, Barrich at 4, Zardes at 3, Rui Diaz at 2, and Josef at 1.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Żebelko is not the second best striker in the league, and he never will. No, that's unacceptable. That is
fine.
No, it's not fine. You put him at 2. That's not okay.
How'd Philly do last year?
They won the Supporters' Shield, but
okay.
It's because everybody played well. Brendan Aronson was there. Who's not there anymore? The guy that created all of his goals.
Fontana's there now.
Stop it. Did you have Robert Barrich on that list?
I didn't. He would have been 6.
Criminal. Who else did you put on there? Polito? Polito's on my honorable mention because I want to see him healthy before he goes all the way through. But I do think he'll have a very good year if he stays healthy. DK, if he comes back, is obviously going to slide into this list, and I have to assume he'll be like 2.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, until Everton buy him.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Toffees, baby. Brenner has to be in this conversation. You don't buy somebody for 13 mil and he flops.
Again, didn't put anyone first year on team.
Sure, but he has to be in the conversation. If Brenner is bought for $13 million and doesn't perform, FCC are liquidated. Like, I don't think they're allowed to play anymore.
I didn't see Jurgen Licati on anyone's list.
Not yet.
Putting that up there.
And of course, there's one man we still have to talk about. Over in Orlando, the Brazilian himself, Pato, is going to be very good. But like I said, I tried to keep it to players who we saw last year. But we know Pato is going to lead the league in goals this year. So if DK doesn't come back, if he does, they're going to split it. They'll go 1-2.
That's fine.
Żebelko's not the second best striker in the league.
Okay.
Polito, I need to see play without injury.
So before injury, he
was on fire, no question. I saw those stats.
He's like really good.
Yeah, I saw those stats, no question. Yeah. But granted, he also did that. Didn't he do that in like MLS's back or like the first game when they played like Houston? They just beat the crap out of him.
He did it in MLS's back and then like the first
however
many games of the season, yeah.
And then he got hurt. So yes, I think he's very good, but how he come, like I said, the only reason Josef has won, even though he didn't play last year, is we all know what he can do. Polito is very good, but I would like to see him healthy before we go.
Yeah, I picked him for I don't know if I picked him for 20 goals last season because then I had J Mart as my golden boot. If he stays healthy, like he'll probably hit that.
Yep, for sure. Anything else you want to add? Any honorable mentions, players you want to watch?
I mean the two new
White.
guys, yeah, but they weren't going on my list because they're new.
Yeah. Anybody else you want to watch?
Matthias Jorgensen.
Frank O'Hara at Dallas might be a shout.
Yeah.
Might put them into some sort of relevancy. I don't know.
I want to see who's playing striker for Portland.
Yeah, Nias Goda.
More
J-Lo.
see.
Or Nias Goda.
Maybe all three of them. Go
Who's,
for a 3 striker formation.
Yeah. Who's starting for Austin?
That would be Mr. Hosen, wouldn't it?
Never mind.
Probably right.
Yeah, not excited then. I've seen Danny Hosen.
I
know what he looks like.
You start Danny Hosen at San Jose. We'll see what he can do.
I didn't actually hate him at San Jose. I thought he was actually okay.
I thought he was all right at San Jose, yeah. And then they destroyed the team around him. So
I mean, yeah.